This boy eats 1 million pounds of food every day. The family's granaries have been emptied. Hundreds of servants keep bringing him food, but they can't keep up with his eating speed. Even the entire kingdom's supply of fruits has been consumed, but that's just enough to fill the gaps in his teeth. Turning around, he looked at the sun in the sky. The fiery red sun looked like a giant red apple. It immediately piqued his interest. He actually wanted to eat the sun. Before anyone could react, he shot straight up into the sky, but due to the high speed, he crashed into Mount K2. Gaia stood up, dazed, but this did not affect his determination to eat the sun, so he adjusted his stance and began to accelerate again. He broke through the Earth's atmosphere, heading straight for the sun, faster than ever. His speed was so fast that it spun Saturn around a few times. Seeing the sun right in front of him, Gaia began to accelerate again. This caught the attention of the heavenly realms. To protect the only sun, the Azura god was sent to stop him. He summoned a massive abyss, forming a giant barrier in front of the sun, trying to stop Gaia's progress, but Gaia showed no sign of slowing down. He continued charging forward. He crashed into the abyss barrier. The strong collision caused a cosmic ripple. Even the heavenly palace shook and almost collapsed. The gods were terrified. With Gaia's roar, the powerful shockwave even twisted the Azura god. Seeing that brute force wasn't working, the Azura god decided to persuade Gaia. Gaia, feeling wronged, replied, "I just want to know what the sun tastes like. I'm so hungry. If it's really bad, I'll just take a bite and leave." The Azura god had never heard such a bizarre reason. Seeing the sun in danger. Luckily, the fire god arrived just in time. Gaia, however, greeted the fire god. It turned out this young one was from his own family. He had personally blessed him at birth, so the fire god took the initiative to persuade him to leave. Seeing that even his ancestor was stopping him, not wanting to argue further, he prepared to take off again. But the next second, a huge fireball surrounded him. Facing flames over 1,000 degrees, Gaia felt no heat whatsoever. In just 1 second, he shattered the fireball and continued toward the sun. But the water god also volunteered to fight. In just a couple of moves, Gaia was frozen solid. But such a small feat couldn't stop Gaia. The giant ice block exploded instantly. The sun was right in front of him. He was about to open his mouth to devour it. The sun god panicked. "You little brat. I've never heard of anyone trying to eat me for dinner. You're embarrassing me across the universe." But Gaia seemed to not hear anything. It kept growing larger. Seeing such a delicious sun, he swallowed it whole. The enormous sun was like a candy. Gaia rubbed his little belly. This gave him immense satisfaction, but the people suffered greatly. At this moment, the world plunged into darkness. Unable to do anything, the gods had to compromise. They begged him to spit out the sun, to ask him to return the sun after eating it. That was impossible. But then, an unexpected event occurred.